My people, my people. It's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, hoping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we are looking at Ethereum and the ETF that was just approved by the SEC as of this afternoon. This will essentially, potentially, open the floodgates for Ethereum and all the rest of the coins on the ERC20 network and lead to major moves to the upside for the market. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice as another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, make sure you subscribe, click that bell, get your notifications. I make a video 7 days a week because the markets don't sleep, and I'm just here to help as many people make as much money as possible. You are officially a part of history. This is one of the longest syndicated crypto trading programs on YouTube, 7 years and running. And guess what? Somebody gotta be the boss. So without further ado, let's make it do what it do. Let's go ahead and make this money. Did I mention you could get some free Bitcoin by watching this video? Just shout out your city in the comments. Every video I do is a new chance for you to win some free Bitcoin. On Friday, I will go through, pick a random video, a random comment, and bam! It's just that easy to get paid. So make sure you show me some love in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I will get to those guys at the end of this video. So let's jump right into it. This is the ERC20 network, right? Ethereum is essentially a platform that allows other platforms to be built utilizing blockchain technology. You have to remember, when Ethereum came out, it was the second altcoin. You know, I think they might have been working on Litecoin. I think Litecoin might have been around. But, you know, for its pragmatic use case and even the white paper and the economy and the governance, you know, it was a revolution that really allowed dApps and, you know, DeFi to be built out to where we have it now. And to be honest, we're not even close to scratching the surface of what this stuff really has the power to do. What we're looking at, you know, is just a few coins and some, working prototypes of value transmission and transmission of value, but some amazing utility, I think, has already been derived from some of these coins, and this is essentially the ERC20 network, right? All of these coins are powered by Ethereum. This is another coin, AGIC SingularityNet. I'm actually doing a video on that tomorrow, so if you're interested in AI, robotics, you know, make sure you check in. That's going to be a pretty cool video. Sandbox, this is kind of the metaverse, you know, token. It's some really cool projects in here that are leading the market. Jasmy, this one has 10x since the beginning of the year. You got Pepe, you know, meme coin, Uniswap, kind of the juggernaut exchange. You got Chainlink, Shiba Inu, all of these multi-billion-dollar projects at this point. And it's run by Ethereum. This is kind of the backbone that we're looking at for the future of blockchain technology insofar as the ERC20 network is concerned. And this chart right here, it resonates very, very well. It's 2 points. You know, I tell you, using my methodology, you really only have to pay attention to the breakout and the breakdown. Boom, boom. That gives you the different levels in Ethereum on a long-term scale. This is our capstone right here. We peaked out between the 4.2 and the 4.6. As we always do. This is kind of our pivot point. Anything above that line, we was making money hand over fist per Iona unit time. Anything below that line, It kind of fell off a cliff on the other way down. And what I like most about this chart is this thing breaks out, breaks down, flatlines, right? Breakout, breakdown, flatline, starts its new microcycle, and it just dovetails, right? So essentially, in my mind, this is almost an extended flatline. It just really stepped up, to where now, where we're at on this chart is completing transmission between the 2-2 and the 2-4. That's a great step up. When you run through the entire life cycle, right? Get a step up extension, dovetail back down into it. That means this entire chart now is ready to be resonating into a new sequence, right? To where this is our first area. And what I'm looking at, even if you do it over here, right? But I think this is kind of like the next sequence that it'll be pulling into. And you see this starts to go even higher, right? To where now this chart is catching on the 1-6. And when you take off from the 1-6, the first place you're going to want to get up to is this 3-2, right? Keep in mind, there will be some turbulence between the 2-2 and the 2-4. And that's basically where the market capitulated at, this extension right here. So it'll be some turbulence right there. It won't, go clear through the roof. But on the other side of that, Ethereum is going to be running hot. And that's going to get all the way up. Really double its value. Right now it's sitting at a nickel's worth of Bitcoin. It can easily get to a dime. If not 11, 12 cents. I call it, I think it's like 0.10. What's that? 10,000 Satoshis. I call it, it's like a nickel's worth of Bitcoin, and I think that's what Ethereum is comfortable doing, between a nickel and 15 cents worth. Like if you think of Bitcoin as gold, then the way silver's pegged to gold is normally like 12% of gold's value. That's silver's derived value. So I think Ethereum is pretty comfortable living in this space up here, just from an economic perspective of other viable global assets. But this thing is set to take off. And if and when, we step all the way up, so this yellow circle goes all the way over here. I told you that white box, it kind of just talks to the chart. Like I don't even have to do too much. Now that becomes a 2-2 to 2-4, right? That becomes our red hot zone. So essentially that's where Ethereum wants to get to on this next breakout. And that's what I just told you from the last extension. Once it gets through the 1-6, it wants to be about 12 cents worth of Bitcoin. Right now it's only a nickel, right? That's an incredible opportunity, I think, and it's a viable testament, to the value that blockchain offers the world. Ethereum ETF got the final go-ahead, and now the floodgates can essentially open to really empower some of the most notable coins and platforms in the world that are hosted on the ERC20 network. People forget money rolls downstream. So once Ethereum gets it, by definition, every coin that's using Ethereum as its gas, as its power, that has more financial capability. It's an amazing opportunity that really matriculates in the blockchain economies. Those three lines are probably within 1% of each other, and our long-term line, that solid white one, is flat. That's when I've told you in previous channels. Where's my? You gotta get what's it called? Oh man, I need to have that stuck out. Hold on. That's when lightning strikes, right? We gotta take it back. You know what I'm saying? This is what I used to do, right? Throw that lightning up there, boy. Let them know. Let them know. That's the genesis point. That's where it's all coming together, and it's all starting a whole new sequence, right? When lightning strike, all three of those lines come together, and bam, right? The floodgates open and new money comes into the picture, and the sequence continues to expand in the new series, into the new cycle, right? So it's an amazing, amazing moment for Ethereum. The chart is set up for it. I tell you all the time, the chart makes the news relevant, not vice versa. You can't ask for a better scenario to allow a chart to go up. With a flat, long-term moving average, this thing is literally setting up for the entire market to stand on top of it and to really lead the market and lead a lot of smaller cap coins in attaining, a lot more liquid capability. What people don't, I think, oftentimes forget, like the Bitcoin ETF was just approved this year. This was like the first one. And this just happened in January, 1/1/1. I remember that day. 1/1/1 started the new beginning of that cycle, right? So we go over to Bitcoin, and if we just want to compare, apples to apples, that line in the sand right there, 1/1/1, that's when the Bitcoin ETF was approved. If we just go and look at what the market did since then, like, yes, it took a little bit of a dip, and that's what I think we starting to see with Ethereum right now. It sold off maybe 5-10% over the past month. Guess what happened? That's just to shake out the people that's weak, 46% on the upside, right? And that's Bitcoin earning you more dollars. What I'm telling you right now is Ethereum is set up to do the same thing, except it's going to be earning you more Bitcoin. And so that's why I always tell you guys, make sure you measure your worth in BTC, especially when BTC is winning you dollars hand over fist, because that's what it's designed to do, right? Now, it might be, once in a while when Bitcoin is losing you dollars, well, then you probably should be trading for dollars. But that's not the case on this side of the chart, right? That thing is up and to the right, it's going flat, and guess what? It's probably about to keep going up. And we've been through that a few times on this channel. So I think it's an amazing opportunity to highlight the financial attainment that's about to be received by a lot of these coins. It's, kind of like a gateway to the world. Like, all the money flow through Wall Street. So in order for crypto to start receiving it, again, we forget that crypto is less than 1% of the global GDP at this point. I think it's less than $2 trillion. They got like a couple $100 trillion circling around the world every year. So we're just pennies on the dollar with regards to what the future capability will reveal. And I think, Ethereum ETF, this is definitely big news for the blockchain. But more importantly, it should be big news for you, because you can profit using this methodology that we teach on this channel. So real quick, if you appreciate this content, I certainly do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know this is valuable content, and hit that bell. Like I said, I try to make a video every single day because there's always money to be made. So there we go, everybody. That's what I got for you. Short, sweet, to the point. Buy Ethereum, but then look to flip it on some of the smaller alts that start to take off probably a month down the road. Don't be afraid of the shakeout. That's just a 10% drop to really kick the people out that wasn't ready to make no money no way. Read the charts. Understand that the energy has already dissipated through it has resonance. Energy has memory. It's called resonance, and we can measure it through the different framework that we use in our technical analysis. It's really a evolution, to TA to align it with harmonic universal truths, and that's what I try to do, because when you walk on water, people want to bring you down, but when you could look through the waves, you know what I'm saying, and see when a big wave is coming versus when it's receding, and you can stand on the tide, That's all we trying to do, is we riding the wave. I don't care where the money come from, but the chart said it's coming. So let that be recognized. So here we go. Here are comments. Boss walking. Mr. Joe Avalon, thank you for joining us, sir. LA, the Spizikes. Shout out to the Spizikes boss walking on the West Coast. Gainesville said, what's happening, BK? It's happening. Yes, it is. The time is now. It's amazing. Listen, man, what's up in Cashville? Good to see you. Bossy in South Dakota, overstand. Yes, sir. Perth, Australia. We got some mates down under. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. And Mr. JR in Savannah, Georgia. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you want to win some free BTC, show me some love on this video. Let me know what city you tuning in from. And with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day signing out. Boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Hit that thumbs up button for a player one time. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh?